How to rank Weebly posts in Google search results. Today I'm joined with Jesper Nissen, who does a lot of different social media management, social media marketing, and he's just created an amazing tool called SoMe Poster. But today's episode is about Weebly and how to rank Weebly posts higher in Google search results. So, first question, is there anything specifically that you do with Weebly that you might do different to other Web 2.0 properties like Blogspot or Tumblr?
Well, Weebly is this also old Web 2 platform, kind of like the free WordPress.com sites and Weebly sites and the other guys. So Weebly, the thing that I do with Weebly is that I don't use any API service because they don't support that anymore. So you do have to go in and manually post and update. And I make sure that the content on the Weebly post is slightly different than the Tumblr and WordPress.com and Blogspot content to improve indexing chance. Because what I do see is that I run the Prime Indexer indexing service, and what I do see is that if you take, let's say, 10 completely identical articles with completely identical titles and post to 10 different websites, not all of them will index. Let's say 3, 4, 5 will index. And the rest will not index, not because of the low quality, but because of the identical content. So I make sure that the Weebly is slightly different, slightly unique, especially with the title and the header, the H1. And then I use the Weebly article kind of like a tiered backlink to the other guys. So I have my social media profiles with, they do contain links, they link back to the website. They might not contain links because I just want them to rank on Google. But then I just paste these URLs inside of the Weebly article, so the Weebly will act as a boosting link to the social media profile links.
So on that there, I'm presuming you'll be using some poster or SoMe Poster to do all your social media statuses on like Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, maybe on Blue Sky and Threads. And then you'll grab them URLs, put them into Weebly, and then you'll load it into Prime Indexer to try and get Weebly indexed and also try and rank it as well. And then, like you said, it acts as a tier 2 backlink through to your social media platforms.
Yeah.
But my question to you then is, on the Weebly, do you ever try and rank it for in the Google Videos tab or the Google Images tab? Do you ever add like an image or a video onto the Weebly article?
I normally I don't add videos except if there is if I published a YouTube video on my own channel, then what I would do is I would go after specific keywords, name the video that keywords, and then I would take the video embed and add it into the Weebly article. And then I would also add an image where I named the image as the keyword. Because what happens when I index the Weebly article is that then the Weebly article, it can rank, but the image can also rank. And one thing I noticed is that, so the YouTube, the image that you upload to the YouTube video that you see in the YouTube channel, this image can rank, but you cannot reuse the exact same image. You do need to make it somewhat unique. So this is kind of like in image SEO. It's kind of like the duplicate content idea in Google search. We see the same thing in image search. So you can't reuse, you won't see the same image 2 times, even if it's on different platforms. So I make sure that the image is slightly different, uploaded to Weebly as featured image, and then just send it to the indexing service like that.
And then with regards to using Weebly, like the Web 2.0 property, as specifically now, forget about the rankings within Google search results, but acting as a tier 2. Do you ever use it? Obviously, you power it up to the social media platforms. Would you ever do any of the Web 2.0 properties like Weebly linking to Tumblr or the WordPress or the Blogspot? Do you ever link to those also, or not really?
What I do is I could, let's say that I post to Blogspot first, because I would do that because I'm using SoMe Poster for that. Then I would grab the link from the Blogspot article and put into the Weebly. So it will become a daisy chain. So social media post, Blogspot article rank to the links to these guys, and then the Weebly links to the Blogspot that links to the social media post. So it's becoming kind of like a daisy chain. So that's how I do it.
And then how do you find Weebly posts rank? If you had to choose, let's say Weebly over Blogspot or WordPress or Ghost.io, is it up there with one of the best, or is it just, do you know what, it's probably a bad question, just do all of them?
No, it's just I do all of them, but it's just don't expect Weebly to actually rank for anything like that.
Yeah, so
I use it. No, I use it kind. No, I use it kind of like a referring domain, because the core of Google's algorithm is referring domains. It is the PageRank algorithm. That's what Google is based on. So that's why we are posting to all of these domains, because we get it an additional referring domain. So that's how I see it. It's not for the ranking purposes. Not with Weebly anyway.
Yeah. So I hope you like the video on how to rank Weebly in Google search results. One thing I would say is make sure you check out the link in the description. There's quite a lot of other episodes where we talk about how to rank Blogspot in Google search results, how to rank WordPress Web 2.0 property, or how to rank Ghost.io, which is a great platform and it's great for actual rankings as well. So make sure you check out the links in the description. Jesper, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Take care.